didn't know if you guys were ready or
We're
not.
Whatever.
Can we start with the latest developments in the case, please?
Yes. There is no latest developments as of this afternoon. However, approximately 10 o'clock, a little after 10 this morning, I was finally able to determine that the victim families were all notified, and I released the names of the victims. Those victims are Victoria D. Lee, 25, originally from Missouri Valley, Iowa, and a Gabino A. Vargas, 30, previously from Omaha, Nebraska. Just, I guess, to back up a little bit, approximately 20 after midnight, Saturday morning, Antelope County Sheriff's Office, Nebraska State Patrol, and Hope County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call in western Antelope County, just east of Ewing, Nebraska. Initial call was possible domestic dispute involving a weapon. Shortly after that, a second call was received of a trailer house being on fire in the same vicinity. Ewing Fire Department was dispatched to that location. That address was, and I will correct the address I did this morning, it is 51092 857th Road, just east of Ewing. Among the burnt house were the bodies of the two victims that I previously stated their names were located. And shortly after that, assisted by the Hope County Sheriff's Office, Antelope County deputies made an arrest of Ewing man, Matt Hinrichsen, at his residence. As a result of the investigation, his possible involvement or knowledge of the house fire and the death of the two found in the trailer house. I don't know if that's what basically we've released thus far. It is an ongoing investigation being continued by both the State Patrol and the Nebraska Fire Marshal's Office. I had stated earlier that there have been autopsies ordered and we're pending the findings of those autopsies.
The third male that came out of the house,
Yes.
about him, is he helped lead you guys to Matt Hinrichsen?
No, basically he left, he was able to get out of the residence as it was burning. He was identified as Francisco Gomez, and he was just, he was another occupant of the residence, but he at least notified law enforcement that there was possibly other people still in the trailer house. But he was questioned and he was released after that. He was not injured due to the fire, thankfully.
In that case, how did you guys arrive at Hinrichsen?
Well, that basically was the law enforcement's investigation and other knowledge that they have of the possible area. And I'm not going to get into too specific at this time.
Is there much we know about how the fire started yet, or is that still being investigated?
That's still being investigated by the Nebraska Fire Marshal's Office. Of course, I'm not going to state or even guess at what the possible cause was, but at this time it's still an investigation of actual cause. So.
In that case, why was he charged with arson if there's no cause determined yet?
Well, I can safely say that it wasn't an accidental fire. Anything else?
I have a quick question. When was the last homicide in Antelope County?
October of 1982. October or November was Tom Schuar. It happened here in Neligh.
Can you tell us the relationship between the victims and the suspect?
Not at this time. I'm not going to get any more fact specific as to that either. Because it is an ongoing investigation. So. But I would ask, I guess, if there's anybody out in the public that might have some pertinent information or know of either the suspect or the victims that they may feel they could certainly contact Nebraska State Patrol with any of that information. Would be very helpful.
Can you tell us who made the initial 911 call?
Actually, it came from a cell phone, and we did not get a return number or anything like that, so it's actually unclear at this time.
When are we anticipating autopsy results? How long does that normally take?
I know the last time I talked to him, I know that it was going to be scheduled for either today or tomorrow,
Okay.
so. We're hopefully to have results, well, I hate to say that because I'm not a forensic pathologist, I don't know exactly how long it takes for them to get official results, but once it is known, and we feel it's confirmed, we'll release it.
Do we know when Hinrichsen will be in court?
Yes, actually, I'm glad you asked that question. He is, there'll be an initial hearing and first appearance in the Antelope County Court room tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Just so you know, there has been an actual criminal complaint filed with the Antelope County Court. I'm sure if you could get a copy of that public record, but he has been charged in a 5-count complaint.
5 counts, can you give us those counts?
That'd be 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of use of a weapon to commit a felony, and 1 count of arson. Anything else?
Can you talk about the circumstances that led up to the entire, I guess, what led you to the arrest?
Other than basically the 911 call, and law enforcement were in the area, and they were able to, in their investigation, come up with where or who the possible suspect would be, and then they had contact with him.
Were both 911 calls made to the same address, from the same address? I mean, were you supposed to respond to the same address for the fire and the other?
That I actually couldn't tell you if they came from the same cell phone or the same person. I do not know. I just know that there was a second call reporting a trailer house in that same vicinity to that was on fire, so I could not tell you for sure.
Do you have an employer for Matt Hinrichsen?
I'm sorry?
Do you have an employer for Mr. Hinrichsen?
I do not. I do not know who his employer is.
What about the victim? Ms.
I know
Lee?
the one victim, Mr. Vargas, had been employed at Friday Dairy.
Who will be representing Hinrichsen in court?
I do not know, and that may be a topic that's brought up at the hearing tomorrow. Okay, other than that, I hear my phone ringing like it has been all day. I'll get back to it. Thank you very much for all coming. I appreciate it.